So I get a lot of questions on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook. People ask me questions about really trying to get into this career field, and it brings up a question that I could maybe we could sum it up. So my question to you is: out of all the things in your resume, all the skills, all the tools, all the certifications, what's been the most impactful to getting your foot in the door, but also being effective when you started working in the environment? Like, where should somebody focus their energy on, or what was the most impactful thing on your resume in your skill set that you could that is the best thing in your resume?
The weird thing, it used to be the technical skills, right? I started off as a programmer and a DBA, so those used to be it. But as you get older, what really gets me in the door now that I sell people on is I understand NIST 800-53 and compliance, right? When you go in the federal space, if you don't do it right, you don't get an ATO, you can get shut down, or you could get fined, right? So that's really what I sell people on, right? And my thing is, people laugh, I do big system and big things because I do federal work, right? I'm not scared of those people. And then two is me communicating with people like, well, our development staff be trying to say this and that. I'm like, I can handle those guys, right? So that's that. So why do? Because they ain't gonna BS me. But two is, like my boss said, don't put a turd on my desk and leave, right? So I got enough experience in here where if I give you a problem, I'm gonna give you some solutions, right? So then it's you as the CTO or head of programming to accept those solutions, right? I'm not gonna tell you wrong and just look at you like, okay, what we gonna do? I can say, this is what it is. I think you should set up a private link. This is the best practices for AWS. Now, does that work in your architecture? Now, you don't have to do what I present, but at least I'm not just once again putting a turn on your desk and leaving, right? And two is, once again, I'm trying to give you solutions to help you overcome that NIST federal compliance. If you get a findings, if it's a Cat 1 or a critical, you got to fix it in 30 days. So what are our options? What can we do to, overcome that? It could be short term till we, scan it past it. We could do something different, but from a short term solution, that's the value add I think I bring to the table.
That was a great. I didn't even think of that one. I had a whole bunch of things in my head, and then you just brought that up. But risk management framework, knowing the framework has been the most effective thing. I mean, on my resume, but also when I get in the job, knowing how to implement it in an environment, it has been really, really important. And I don't think it's any one, like if you might be in a whole nother industry, maybe PCI DSS is the thing you need to learn.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm in the federal space. So NIST 800 has been the thing that I really had to know and how to implement it. Other things I would say, some tools like for me, knowing scanning tools, because I've been getting pushed more into like a vulnerability management type position. So any kind of scanning tool, those have been probably the two most important skill sets that got me in the door, but also had me succeed once I got in there. So let me see other questions I had for you. I'm just going down the list of all the most important things that I really wanted to ask you, and then I thought I'd summed it up into all the questions that people have been asking me.